Paul. Yeah. I guess the public defender's changed his mind or something. He just tried to call me again. Yeah. At 2:47 p.m. Now, more than likely, we're playing another game. Yeah. With my personal life. Yeah. Let's have a look at some screen prints about the gender bias. Yes. Now, my thought is that somebody from the police or sheriff's department should have informed the public defender that, as the spouse of Heidi Lee Budnick, ooch, when you issue dissolutions of marriage without any proof of service, yeah, and then you hold my son's hostage for 7.5 years, yes, where you say that I have to just keep going to court because of your allegations of domestic violence. The bias that heterosexual men are not abused at the hands of their wives. I really think this is abuse of a heterosexual man. Now, the Domestic Violence Protection Act is supposedly gender neutral in theory. In practice, the protections and resources it provides are for women only. There looks like there's no gender specific male shelter. Yes. Now, the Washington State Department of Social and Health Services, yeah, could you get me those employees? And then I said, oops, this is an emergency. Oh, I'm supposed to go through a batter's treatment program. Yes, I'm the one that, oh, although the regulation does not explicitly say that batter treatment services are only for men and victim services are only for women. Several references indicate the true intent of the regulation. Now, Department of Social and Health Services. Yes. I wasn't in Brennan, Washington. I wasn't cyber stalking. I was informing law enforcement that my rights are being violated and that my sons are having to live with a wife that happens to be violent. Sis. Requirements of its own code. Now, the belief system which legitimizes and sustains violence against women. I never committed domestic violence or child abuse. I did 7 hours of parenting classes on Guam. Um, I just wanted to know when Washington State, yes, every state of the United States is going to. I'm the victim of domestic violence, Sheriff Pope. It's as if men, yes, should just suck it up and accept that you're going to put me in a mental facility right there. Now, I looked at this last night. Yes. Police officer bias. Oh. See, when police officers arrest me for the allegation of crime, yes, in Sequim, Washington, and I wasn't there and they wouldn't admit the evidence, yeah, I think there's some real police officer bias. And then to have me arrested, transported across county lines for not failing to appear when I asked you to give me summons in the criminal complaint and a signed affidavit that I was in Brennan, Washington, and that my emails are cyber stalking. Requires you, the police department, to attend a certain number of hours of training and instructs them on how to handle a domestic violence call. Yes. Now, you got one call in 2012 where I was found not guilty. You reissued the protection order without any jurisdiction. Did you get another call on December 31st of 2015 because I wasn't in that city? Then did you get a call? Did you get a call? Did you get a call? Now I'm going to need these number of hours of training that instructs you on how to well, again, while all the language regarding the victims and perpetrators is facially gender neutral, in advising the victim on a call as to how to prevent future abuse, the written statement of the officer is required to provide is explicit in listing battered women's shelters. I never saw a written statement that the officer is required to provide of the citation of Sequim, Washington. I never received a written statement from anybody. All I got was a criminal complaint.